I don't know. I don't know. Everything seems so off ever since I formatted this computer. Like, I don't remember changing all these settings. I don't remember changing all these settings. Like back in when I set this shit up the first time. First time I recorded. But now nothing sounds quite right. So I don't know. All I know is we're gonna stream some Terraria for a little while until something else happens. And again, I apologize for the mic issues. I'm not sure what the F's going on or why I can't get this shit straight now. It's just like constant clipping or like this weird staticky noise. And I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what's causing it. But anyway, so we are back. As you can tell, the hunting lodge has expanded a little bit since the last time we played. And we got our own extractinator down here now. I wanted to show you guys a couple of things real quick. Like, I think I've cleaned out all these and I'm ready to head back in. My goal is to finish clearing out the desert biome and then moving on to the jungle. Once I start on the jungle, I'll make another cabin like this one, and I'll take this bed with me, and probably these lanterns and this workbench and that campfire. How come the campfire's not working? There we go. That's weird. Wonder why it went out. Anyway. Huh. So, a couple of cool things I wanted to show you today. One is my new traveling method. You guys remember telling you about Herbert, my slime, right? Well, if I need to go back to the main house, which I need to because I want to pick up some more bombs and some more torches. Of course, they're stored at the house, the main house. Okay, so first you get your slimy mount. Then you switch to the umbrella. And this is how you're going to travel. You're going to double jump and glide. And double jump and glide. And it works so well. You clear so much ground. You don't get stopped by mobs. And if you do actually come to any mobs, you can literally just jump on their heads like Mario style and squash them. It's awesome. By far the best travel method I've found for getting around on the surface. See how smooth that is? We didn't run into any obstacles, we didn't run into any mobs. And we're back at the house. And it was just like a handful of hops. It's so Gucci. Now, I want to see a couple of things I want to check real quick. Uh, okay, there's nothing here that needs to go to... Oh, we've got them on us. The desert fossil and the silt block. This is stuff to feed to the extractinator. And dude, the shit you get out of that is baller. It's awesome. But first, while I'm here, we want to... If you got stuff in your hotbar, this is really awesome. The restock button. Oh shit, there's not any torches in there. Oh shit, I need to make torches. Alright, well let's do that real quick. To make torches, you go to... You start with some wood. And some gel. And that's all there is to... I think the gel... I need some gel. Okay, some gel. And that's literally all you need. I don't even think you don't even have to go to a workbench. I don't think. No, you can just make them. So we're going to make a couple hundred stacks. I mean, not a couple hundred stacks. A couple hundred torches and refill the toolbox real quick, like. Until we... Well, I don't want to do it till I run out of wood. Well, we'll do it till we run out of wood. Well, maybe not till we run out of wood, because it doesn't take much. We'll make like 1,000. So there's 400. 500. 600. 700. 800. 900. 1,000. Is that right? Is that 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our toolbox. Actually, well, we'll go back here. We're going to put the rest of the wood back. And we'll go over to our basic mats. And put the rest of the gel back. And we'll go to the toolbox. And we're going to drop off all these torches. Now, like I was saying previously, the restock button, stuff that you've got in your hotbar, if it's in that chest, you can just click restock and it'll just fill up a stack of each of those. See, I've got 58 torches and 54 bombs. If I restock, got 99 of each. Bam. Oh, also we've got a life heart thing we need to drop off. I've got 16 of those things in there now. 17 now. And 1 mana crystal. So that's pretty cool. Consumer time places for small. I guess that's... No, I don't understand what those are for, or what that does. That's why they're in that box. Okay, but this is the important thing. The other cool thing I wanted to show you was the extractinator. And again, this uses slush blocks, it uses silt, S-I-L-T, silt blocks, and it uses desert fossils. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our desert fossils, and I'll replace the umbrella with those. We're going to take our silt blocks and we'll replace the bonds with those. Doesn't really matter, whatever. Now, we've got those in our hotbar, and you're literally just going to throw them at this thing. I've got two sitting side by side, like, just in case I miss. Just give me a little broader area to toss in. And I just found another one, so figured, what the hell, might as well put it beside that one. Now, this is awesome. It's like a slot machine, sort of. But you pick up these blocks, the desert fossils and the silt, I mean, just all over the place on that desert biome. They're literally just part of areas you mine out. They'll just be giant chunks of fossils and big areas of silt blocks. And you just take them. You know what I mean? You just mine them up. Are you ready? And we're just going to left click to toss it. We got 26 copper. Now just to show you what's going to go on, let me open the inventory up too so you can kind of see where it goes. And again, here's our silver, here's our gold, and here's our copper. Actually, you know what? Just to see for sure what we get out of it, let me deposit the rest of the money I've got over here. This is my bank. This is all the money I've got in the whole world. We've got 1 platinum, 5 gold, 76 silver, and actually if I do that, then that'll turn that back, turn into a silver. Okay. And 19 copper. So I mean, that's all the money I got total, but as you can see, there's nothing here. I'm not carrying any cash. So we're going to go over to the extractinator, and you know what, this seems too quiet. Let's kick a little music. There we go. It just felt too quiet. Now, like I was saying, the extractinator. You guys ready for this? Wah! Again, you can see the number up here. Like those 11 silt blocks are gone. And that got replaced with iron ore somehow. Out of those 11 silt blocks, we got iron ore, we got a tungsten ore, we got a copper ore, we got 3 tin ore, and we got 33 copper. And that's out of 11 blocks. Now, we've got 638 desert fossils. So this is going to take quite a bit longer, but it'll give you a better idea of exactly what it is I'm talking about. This shit is awesome. Once we got it in here, I'll show you the chest I'm storing that stuff in and just how much I've got. And I would say 90% of the ores, the gems, and the finished bars I've got came from the extractinator. So here we go. You see the stuff just scrolling up through there. If you look up over on my hotbar, you can see the blocks disappearing as we go. And we've got 600 of them to fucking extractinate, so it's going to take a couple of minutes. But, I mean, you just see just how much shit I'm getting out of this. I mean, gold, silver, copper, ores, gemstones. You get so much. Alright, we're down to 350. Yeah, I really hope there's nothing else those desert fossils are good for, because I can't imagine them being any better than this. Hopefully I'll get another mosquito in amber, and I can show it to you. I mean, well, if not, I'll show you one I've got in the bank. I've got 2 of them so far, I think, doing this. And when you equip it, a baby dinosaur follows you around. It's fucking hilarious. He doesn't do anything that I can tell. He just follows you around and be's cute. Alright, we're almost done. Down to 20. And we're out. Okay, out of that 600 plus desert fossils and 11 silt blocks, we ended up with 2 sapphires, 2 emeralds, 29 lead ore, a topaz, 69 sturdy fossils, 28 gold ore, 22 platinum ore, 9 amber, 42 iron ore, 34 tungsten ore, 34 copper ore, 23 tin ore. We also made 39 gold, 34 copper, and 82 silver. All of that stuff just from extractinating desert fossils. Now, if we go over here to where the ores, bars, and gems block is, and again we use our old favorite button, quick stack the nearby chests. It's going to go ba-boom. All those are gone. Now if we open up this, you can see just how much we've made. I mean, not all of this came out of that, but I would say at least 75% came out of extractinating desert fossils. We have an insane, I mean, look at all these ores I still got to process. There's a full stack of copper ore, almost another full stack of copper ore, 90 amber, 47 diamonds, 20 rubies, 44 emeralds, 67 sapphires, 29 topaz, 41 amethyst. I mean, just so much. And well, we only got 20. I'm kind of surprised we only have 29 gold ore. Thought I had more of those. I may have already converted those though. Well, no, because I don't see any gold bars. I don't remember. But anyway, so that is why one of the most lucrative parts of the desert biome is finding an extractinator and collecting desert fossils. And the one like kind of rare-ish item that you can get out of doing that is the mosquito in amber, which I think maybe it's in accessories too. Amber mosquito, yeah. So it says summons a baby dinosaur. Take that and equip it wherever it'll go over here. And so it goes into your, is that a pet slot, I guess? Then if we make him visible, there he is. Look at him. He's adorable. He's a baby dinosaur. He's so cute. And we can even dye him, which is pretty awesome. What kind of dye am I using on everything else? Reflective obsidian? Do I have any more of that? I don't think I do. Dogs, 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 dogs. But I'll just show you. Let me get over here for some good light for him. Oh, I can't do that and take the dye with me though. Can I get to the dye here? Okay. So you see him down here, and we can dye him. We can make him red. Or I think he looks really cool in the reflective copper. Doesn't that look badass? It's almost like he's flamey glowing. I really like that. And oh shit, I walked out of the dyes block. Okay, there we go. But anyway, so that's the baby dinosaur. That's the baby dinosaur. But I'm gonna put him back. I find that like he's cute and everything, but he confuses me carrying it, like taking him with me places. Cause I keep thinking he's a mob, and so I keep trying to hit him, which doesn't work out very well. Oh, there's some ore we need to drop off. Alright, let's put our bombs back where they go, and put our umbrella back where it goes. Oh, I need to put that reflective copper dye back up. Where's it go? More dyes. Okay. As you can see, I switched my dye to the reflective obsidian. I think it just looks dope. And now it makes purpley smoke when I hit top speed. Which is kind of neat. Why's the dinosaur still following me? I put the amber back. I don't want you, dinosaur. How do I make you go away now? What the frick? Oh, I think I can right click on him and he'll go away. If he's not standing in front of... How do I make you go away? Go away, dinosaur. Alright, if I set that as hidden, maybe if I go back to the house, he'll just go away. Anyway, that's the two kind of major things I wanted to show you guys. Anyway. Oh God, he's just there now. How do I make you stop doing things? Stop being here. I don't have the amber anymore. Why are you still here? How do I make you go away? I don't know if this is like glitchy or if there's like a particular way you're supposed to do that and I'm just not doing it. I'm confused. Why is he still here? I know one way to get rid of him. If we hop back to the house. Oh, he does this like cool helicopter thing with like a palm tree or something whenever he's following you and he's got to catch up. Where he like flies around. On like a little leaf helicopter. Which you can kind of see, but not really because it's dark. Ugh. My guts are rumbling, y'all. I ate like a whole bag of popcorn earlier. And it's just not sitting well. That's not the door we want. LOL. I think I actually have to equip the amber, then make it invisible, and then take the amber away again, and then he'll disappear. There's probably an easier way to do that, but I don't know what it is. Just being straight up. Alright, so we're going to go here, we're going to get the amber, we're going to equip it here. Then we're going to go back here, and we're going to hide it. That made the dinosaur go away. Now if I go back here, and I put the amber back. Okay, now he's gone. He was determined to hang out with us, wasn't he? He did not want to leave. Alright, so we're gonna mirror back to the hunting lodge. We got torches, we got bombs. We got this awesome sword. This thing's cool as hell. 28 melee damage, 9% critical chance, very fast, 17% damage, 11% speed, increased critical strike chance, 10% size, and 15% knockback, and it shoots an enchanted sword beam. So it's like it's a gun until they get up close, and then then it swords them. It's awesome. It just wrecks bitches. For something this useful to have damage as high, like something that's got range and melee damage, and does that. I mean, it's by far the best weapon I've found. Because you pick them off at range with the little darts it shoots out, and if you miss, you just run into them with the sword and kill them. It's awesome. Now, I don't know if I really showed the map last time I played to give you guys kind of a scale as to what I've done and how much work I've been doing, how much mining I've done. But he's gonna come down here. Are you guys coming down here? Yeah. This sword is awesome. Awesome. Telling you. Okay, anyway, check it. This is where we are. That's where we built the hunting lodge. And as you can see, the desert biome is kind of a big circle. I found all the edges of it, and I'm slowly going through and completely clearing it out. Which isn't bad on this one, because almost every chunk like that size has actually got a little like dugout spot inside of it. It's usually got a couple of mobs hanging out in there and a couple of pots with some goodies. So, alright, actually want to go here and go through here, go through here, go through here, and whew, that was close. That's why we keep the umbrella on the old hotbar. That right there, exactly. And we're almost there. I feel like this area could use a little more light. And okay, there's where the desert starts. And you can see how much of this I hollowed out in like one chunk. All this, I mean, there's nothing here now. I had to build this bridge going across to even make room. Speaking of, well, I don't have any yet. I need to add blocks back to my hotbar whenever I dig some more out. The downside of this place is it's full of these mobs. I mean, they're not very hard to kill, but there's a lot of them. And they do swarm at you, as large scary insects are apt to. Alright, looks like this chunk right here, right below us here, is probably one of the biggest areas. Up top we've got left to kind of fill in. But yeah, you're just gonna like these antlion dudes are everywhere. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's also one of the probably most lucrative biomes as far as just like shit to find. So of course it's going to be one that's got a shit ton of mobs in it too. So I mean, that's it is what it is, right? It makes sense. There's more stuff there. There's also more mobs there. And he's going to come down here. Yeah, this sword is awesome. Being able to do a ranged attack and a melee attack without having to switch off. Oh god, it's so good. So good. Doesn't look like there's anything in here, but let's chip a little in to make sure. Let's see. Nope, nothing. And see what I mean? Like there's like big hollowed out areas in pretty much all these larger chunks that look like they need to be explored or mined out. So it doesn't take too long to get through them. This biome is full of just little holes in the ground. Come on down here, buddy. There you go. Something I like to do, which I'll show you here in a second, so these mobs start coming. Now that I've got some blocks, which will replace the... I see no reason for purification powder here. Alright, so if you got an area like this, you're going to be mining for a few minutes in order to stop all the ant lines from coming in. Just block yourself in. Drop a torch and then block yourself in. That way you don't have to worry about them coming at you and stopping to kill them every couple of minutes. Makes your mining go quite a bit quicker. See how many of those mother truckers are over there? I mean, they just, like I said, they just swarm constantly. So you got to keep an eye out. But as long as you're, like I said, closing yourself in, paying attention to your surroundings a little bit, they're not really a problem. Not really a problem. I don't see no reason to hollow that out. There's nothing there. There's nothing but hardened stone there. See, again, this looks like a big area where you'd have to hollow out, but if you look right there, I mean, you can obviously see it's actually just a big, huge, another open hole. So we're just going to mine over to it, or down to it, I suppose. And we'll drop a torch in here, so it's marked on the map and visible, and we just cleared out another large chunk. And like I said, these pots are like everywhere. And most of them have rope in them for some reason. I don't know why rope. The desert just loves to give me rope. I've got probably 3 to 5 stacks. And I think 999 of them are in a stack. And I've probably got 3 stacks of those things now. Alright, got this hollowed out pretty decently. We can see there's nothing else here. I'm going to drop a torch in there. Just to keep spreading our light out a little bit more. We can see there's nothing here we need. I don't like how that area up there still looks not done on our map. Just because there's a good chance it'll confuse me later. So we're going to mine up to it a little bit just to clear it out. So we know in the future we don't have to worry about clearing that spot out. I have already done it, and we've already got whatever out of it. Oh, yep, see, there's another cave in there. Or, I don't know what you would call those. Like, is it still a cave if it doesn't have an entrance and an exit, or is it just like a hole? Well, I mean, a hole has got an entrance, though. Like a cavity? Is that what you'd call it? Cavity? That sounds right. Do I know any spelunkers that can correct me on that? And let's collect these cobwebs. I don't even know why I collect cobwebs. I never do anything with them. Like, you can use them to make, like, cobweb rope, I think. But, as I stated, this area gives out a ton of rope, so there's really no point in that. And how are we going to kill these? There we go. Okay. What's stopping me here? Alright, if we got any more areas in around here we need to clear out. Looks like there's one up there. Let's kill all these guys real quick. This sword is so good. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. That was my fault, not the sword's fault. And there's a dark spot right here, so let's clear it out. Make sure we're not missing anything. I mean, it looks like you can see about 4 tiles deep-ish. And see if there's anything worth mining or going through in that area. And we'll drop another torch here, just kind of keep things even light-wise. Alright, so that looks good. We can see, can't really see in there, but if the spot's only got like 2 ore in it, it's not worth fooling with anyway. Oh god, wrong weapon. There we go. And these freaking, those digging worm things are a pain in the ass, dude. Because it doesn't matter if you block yourself in or not, they can get to you. And it looks like we've cleared out pretty much all of that. And let's build a little landing here so we can jump over to here. Just making things more convenient for going in and out later. Okay, here's a pretty good sized chunk we haven't done anything with yet. So let's get on that. Come on, boys, there's room for everybody. Alright, so let's dig out here a little bit. Why am I just dropping torches everywhere? Okay. Let's drop one torch here. I'm not even worried about killing you, buddy. If you'll just go the fuck on, I won't. Alright, let's see. This is a pretty good sized chunk that hasn't been hollowed out. There could be some fossils in the middle there, maybe. It's worth checking. So we're going to hollow this area out a little bit. Do 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 do. And let's see. And nothing. Nada. Zippo. Zilcheroonie. But now we know for sure, which means we can drop a torch and not have to worry about coming back in there and looking again. Now, that area doesn't look like it's big enough to where anything would be hiding in there. And you see that's an area where I blocked off to continue digging at some point. I see some ore up here we can grab. You can grab this ore real quick. Some tungsten. Oh, you punk. There you go. Now this area right here doesn't look like it's big enough to support anything. There's probably nothing in there, but I want to find out for sure so I don't check it later. So we're going to hollow out an area to jump into, and then jump into it, and we'll hollow out the middle of this real quick and see. Yeah, it looks like hardened rock or hardened sand block. Doesn't look like anything useful. Are you gonna make it in here? You did. Yeah, like I said, you just gotta keep an eye out for them, man. They're not hard to kill. They just, if you're not paying attention, they will gang up on you, and they will charge at you pretty quickly and cause you some diff. This seems a little dark. Let's drop a torch over here. And that area doesn't look big enough to be hiding anything. Let's see here. Let's build us a little hoppy platform here. Oh, you chump. No! Damn it! Well, that was dumb. Sorry, guys. I accidentally warped back to the house. But that's okay. Because I remembered I hollowed out this area all the way to the surface, so we can actually do our gliding slime technique to get back there a little bit quicker instead of going through those tunnels like we did the first time we went over here. Yeah, see, one more hop and we should be Yep, we're back in it, boys. That area doesn't look big enough to house anything. Let's stomp this. What? What? There we go. What? There we go. That looks like a chunk worth. Wait, no, it's not worth hauling out because it's that sandstone stuff. Which I'll show you. Like, there's something really hypnotic about this that caused me to just mine out a ton more of that shit than I needed to. Good God, can we get the mobs that? Can you guys please fuck off for a little while? No, you can't. I'm telling you, man. That's the thing about this freaking zone. There's just fucking bugs everywhere, constantly. They're annoying as shit. Alright, so let's bridge out to right here. And let's set a torch. A work light, if you will. Seriously, dude? You're killing me. Oh, actually, those are gonna fail. Alright, what I need to do is put one of those there. Then I need to take that torch. And then I need to put a torch on each side of this guy. Dude! Come on! Freaking bugs, man. I mean, you guys you're not gonna win this fight at any point ever. Can you please just give it the fuck up? This is why I wall myself in when I'm mining. This is exactly why. Oh, it must, alright, it's like a blood moon too, probably. So there's tons of zombies. And extra ants. Oh, I can't wait to finish this and build our jungle hunting lodge. And then once we get our jungle hunting lodge, we can start. Come on, dude. You're killing me. Or you're not killing me. You're trying to kill me. And it's annoying. Let's do this. Fuck off, guys. I don't even care about killing you. Like, legit, I just don't give a shit. If you'll just fuck off, you can live. Alright, so this is what's completely addictive about this. The pick I've got, as you can see, is very fast and does have 100% pickaxe power. So this thing digs like a motherfucker. And the sand blocks are dangerous because as you chip these away, the next one falls down into its place. But it makes doing this fucking addictive. You just hold down the left click and just these giant columns of blocks just fall down to you. And it's just, look, you just do this forever. And it's just mesmerizing somehow. Like, I literally just did this for like hours. It's just satisfying in some weird way that I can't explain. It's good times. It's good times. I mean, I'm not going to do that this stream because I feel like that would be a shitty thing to do. For you guys to watch me do this shit for a fucking hour. Doesn't sound like very much fun. And yet here I am still, like I said, I can't stop. Alright, I'm gonna stop. We're gonna dig down. Let's kill all these buggers. All these boogers. Oh, is that a fossil deposit there? That looks like a fossil deposit. If it is, we're gonna mine the shit out of it. Give me a torch. No, that looks like hardened sandstone. This is still a big chunk that we needed to clear out though, so we're gonna clear it out anyway. It's really, really hard to tell what the hardened sand block is and what the fossil is when you're looking like, you know, like the 4 deep into the wall to try. Wait, it is desert fossils. Okay, see this giant, I mean, there's a good chunk of desert fossils here. That's awesome. Alright, you remember, this is what we were feeding to the extractinator to get all those ores and gemstones and all that other shit. Is desert fossils. That's what it eats. So we want every single one of these. Because all of them equate out to either some copper or a gemstone or something like that. Or some ore. Alright, so let's block in right here. We'll throw a torch up right here. And let's block in over here. So we're not worried about anybody attacking us for a little while. And mine the shit out of this ore. Not ore, these fossils. And we want it, like I said, I want all these mofos, man. I want all the fossils. Fossils are the shit. Can't wait to feed them to the extractinator. There's so much cool stuff. Like, I feel like we've got such a surplus of ores and, like, gemstones and stuff now that we could do pretty much anything we wanted to with them. Like, anything that requires those mats, we can make a ton of. Alright, so that cleared out another chunk. And let me kill this guy real quick. Now, there is a kind of big dark chunk here we don't know what's going on in, so let's hammer in there a little bit, see what we got. It looks like nothing. Looks like nothing. Looks like nothing. And this is about as far where I want to go as I want to go for now here. Once we get the middle part out, we'll kind of figure out where we want to go later. Alright, more hardened sand block. You can see it's just, it'll fall all the way from the top of the map. And just create these giant tunnels. And I don't know why it's so addictive, but I do know that that's going to kill me if I keep standing there. But it is. It's so much fun. And now we enter the big ass hole that goes all the way to the surface to no good reason, really. Oh, you're on the other side of that wall, so you can fuck off. Alright, where's our next chunk? Actually, I need to get where you are there. Yeah, see there's another little cavern in there with some pots, so we're gonna take that out of there, and I'm gonna put it back. And I'm also going to do this. So I don't have to worry about anybody else coming in that way. And then we're going to dig this little hole right here out. Hush up now, dogs. I don't know if I want to hear that. And the dogs are on a rampage tonight. I took a nap earlier, and all the dogs took a nap at the same time, and now everybody is up just raising a hell. It's fucking 12:30 in the morning, so that's awesome. Alright, look, it's got another cave in it. Alright, let's drop a torch. A couple of torches. I just like making shit well lit, you know what I'm saying? And we have to kill you. Actually, you know what? Fuck off, how about that? Ba-boom! I love the bombs. They're dope. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. There we go. I do recommend making sure you've got at least, if not all, most of your max hit points. Like you can collect stars and get it up, or collect the hearts and get it up to 400. I would recommend getting the 400 before you start here because, like I said, those swarmers, there's tons of them. There's tons of bugs, and they'll eventually chip you down and kill you. Because they all get 1 or 2 little hits in before they die. Alright, let's see. We're right here. Looks like our next big chunk we want to clean out is this one. Well, there's 3 right here, so let's go boom, boom, boom over that way. Let's do that. So, this was one of them. Oh, this has actually been hollowed out already. We just need to let's make sure there's no fossils in here. Drop a torch in there just to light that up a little more so we can see that. And it looks like this guy. Oh, look at that. That one's cleared out most of it, but I didn't go down any further once I got there. So let's do that. We've already lit this up pretty well. Let's kill these guys. Oh, stupid popcorn burps. Ugh. And let's just go down kind of at an angle here and open all this up and see what we got. Oh, I see another patch. Oh yes, desert fossils. Yes, desert fossils. Yes. Yes, my precious. Alright, so we're going to wall in here because we know we're going to be here for a few minutes. We're going to drop a torch. We're going to mine the shit out of these fossils. Yes, we are. Mine the shit out of them. Oh, that's a good chunk of them, too. That's a ton of fossils. That's so much ore and money and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's a huge... This whole thing's a big thing of desert fossils. Dude! We hit fucking mother load. Eh? Alright, I gotta stop doing my fake Canadian voice. Because I'm actually working on relocating to Vancouver. My plan is to relocate to not Vancouver proper because Vancouver is insanely expensive, the cost of living, and I know I'm not going to make that kind of money. But like one of the cities outside of Vancouver, like I think Mission is the name of one of the towns that my friend Chris works in, and then there's Richmond and Surrey. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. But like it's right there. The West Vancouver area looks dope. And I've been trying to figure out where I wanted to go career move wise for a while now. And I started kind of making lists of the things looking for in a city. somewhere to move. Looking at like taking quizzes, like where should I move quizzes kind of thing online, and just looking at general, kind of really figuring out. I mean, I've got an opportunity to go pretty much anywhere I want to go within reason. So I started trying to figure out where the best place for me to go would be. Given my background, my career choices, like the experience I've got, and what I want to do. And no matter how I sliced it, the southwest of Canada just kept coming up as the place to go. Like, it just hit all the marks for me. It's basically perfectly suited for me, like where I want to go and what I want to do. So I've started looking into the whole immigration process, figuring out how I'm going to get moved. Mostly looking at it career-wise, what kind of jobs are available, and checking out the cost of living compared to average income, like what it takes to survive versus what you can expect to make, and kind of doing the math. And it looks like any of kind of the suburb cities outside of Vancouver, within, well, I'll say within an hour of Vancouver, are perfect for what I want to do, where I want to go, and the lifestyle changes I'm looking to make. So, yeah, that's kind of the goal. That's where I'm spending my time mostly, is doing research, talking to people, getting my ducks in a row as far as moving to that area. That is the plan, man. That is what I plan on doing. I just finished updating my CV and writing a few kind of letters of interest to a couple of different corporations up there, and sending those out this week. Just kind of putting my toes in the water, filling it out, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, that sort of thing. But that's what I want to do, and that is the plan, is relocating permanently, immigrating to West Vancouver-ish. That's what I'm hoping to do, like, very shortly, like in the very, very near future. Like, I can wrangle up pretty much what I need as far as expenses to move. Not too concerned about that. I mean, as long as I do it smartly. I've got the resources to kind of pack up and go now. But I definitely want to have somewhere to go. I need to figure out where I'm going to live, and I need to figure out where I'm going to work. I mean, I don't want to go without a job lined up. I don't want to move and then try to find work. I definitely want to have my job secured before I relocate, which is probably going to involve maybe a couple of short trips just to check things out and do stuff, get sorted, interview, try to find a place to move to, that sort of thing. Like I said, I'm just in the very beginning steps of the process right now. I've really just recently, in the past 2 or 3 days, decided that moving to West Van is what I want to do, where I want to go, and I've just kind of really started digging into it the past week or so. The immigration process looks tedious at best. It looks like it's not an easy task. It's going to be difficult. A lot of paperwork. A lot of getting my ducks in a row and having documentation, and like I have to pay to transfer my degree, or both my degrees, my college degrees, to Canada, like to have them recognized in Canada, there's like some sort of process you have to go through, and have to pay a pretty significant amount, like $400 or $500 cash, American that is, to get your degrees transferred over. So I mean that's got to be done. And if I'm understanding correctly, it seems like the process is to get the job and get sponsored by a company located in Canada, and that gives you, I think, 6 months. Like I think a work visa is good for 6 months, and during that 6 months is when you would apply for full citizenship and do your paperwork and stuff to get that done and become an actual citizen. Get a driver's license, a Canadian driver's license, get signed up with, you know, your taxes and all that stuff, and get set up as a permanent resident. And that's what my goal is. Once I get settled, I'll come back to good old Tennessee. I'll pack up everything else that I didn't take with me, my non-necessities, my stuff, like my art studio, all that stuff, and of course the dogs. And I'm guessing, I mean, I'm probably going to take my motorcycle and one of the cars and either leave the truck and the van here or sell them before I go, kind of to help with moving cost. And then I'll be up there with my car and a motorcycle, because my car it's a wagon. It's a '06 Dodge Magnum RT. It's all-wheel drive, so it should get around decently. Even on snowy roads, it does okay. I'll have to change the suspension back. I've got a stage 2 suspension kit on it that's lowered it almost 2 inches. So of course, that's not going to do great as far as getting around the snow. I'll have to put the stock springs back on probably. And get some stock. Replace the shocks that are on it with some new stock ones. To get my ride height back up to something that can clear the snow. The all-wheel drive is huge. Helps out a ton. It's actually an all-wheel drive system that was developed by Mercedes, and they used in their wagons forever until they came up with a better one, and then Chrysler just started putting it in all their all-wheel drive wagons for, you know, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, that sort of thing. So anyway, yeah, that's probably 2 vehicles I'll take with me. It'll be the motorcycle and the wagon. The utility truck I'll probably leave here for my mom or whoever else needs it to borrow and use, because everybody needs a truck randomly to move or to haul mulch or some bullshit. Somebody always needs the truck, so I probably won't sell the truck. We'll probably leave the truck here. I see no need to take the truck with me because it is a bitch on snow. And ice, I mean, just fucking forget it. I mean, it's hard to drive in the rain. It's just rear wheel drive. It's torquey as shit, and the tires want to spin the whole time, even in rain. I mean, it's a bitch to drive in any kind of weather. So it's not going to do me really any good up there. I can fit almost anything that would fit in the truck bed in the back of the wagon. I may convert the back of the wagon to more of a truck bed. Put some rubber matting down or something, that sort of thing. And mount my toolboxes in it. Turn the back of the Magnum more like the bed of the truck, just in case. Be a pretty quick conversion. I mean, I've done it before with temporary liners and mounting tool chests and stuff in it. Before I got the truck, that's what I was driving all the time, even when I was working construction. So it works out. It works out well for that. It's not bad. So that'll be the plan. Me and the Magnum and my motorcycle. Probably me and the Magnum first. Then when I come back, I'll get the motorcycle. I'll get the dogs, and we'll move. When I do move, I'm actually moving my mom back into this house, and she's selling her house in Mount Carmel. And she's gonna move in here and live here and take care of the house and dogs. Because I mean, this house is paid for. It's completely paid off. There's no mortgage, no liens on it or anything. So all she has to worry about paying is taxes and utilities. And she can get by pretty easy on that. Doing that, it doesn't cost. It costs almost nothing to live in this house now that it's paid off. So this is where she'll be, and I'll be in Vancouver. Well, I'll be outside Vancouver. With any luck, within like the next few months. I mean, I'm looking at making this shit happen ASAP. For real. Once I relocate, I mean, the streaming will actually probably get more frequent, because I imagine it's what I'm going to end up doing, at least the first few months there, till I get a bearing on my surroundings and figure out where to hang out and what I want to do. Is I'll be working, I'll probably be sitting at home streaming video games for you guys. I like doing that, it's fun. It's cheap, it doesn't cost me anything to do this. It's a good use of my time, I think, as far as a hobby goes. Just keep building up that library of videos and practicing and getting better and better at it until something we get, you know, our 1,000,000 subs and sponsors, and then this is what we end up doing all the time. Well, even then, I don't know. If I had the opportunity, would I stream full time? And that's a really good question. I really enjoy it. I think it's fun. I've met a lot of cool people doing it. And of course, I like playing video games. So, I mean, maybe. If, I was making enough money to get by in Vancouver. Or the Vancouver area. I don't want to move to Vancouver proper, even if the cost of living wasn't such an extravagant cost. I'm not a city person. Like, I live in a small town, and I like to hear nothing but crickets when I go to bed. You know, I enjoy small town living. I enjoy the quiet of rural areas. So, honestly, if there was an insane job opportunity, but they were like, well, you got to live in the city, and you can afford to with this job, would I take it? Probably, but I don't think I would stay. The entire time I would be trying to finagle myself back into the woods, back into a rural area. I'm so much more comfortable there. I'm not a people person. Like, I like people, but I can only take them in kind of doses, small doses, and I kind of have to reset and chill out and do my own thing for a while and catch my breath and spend some time in a space where all I can hear is my own voice and just thinking. I spend a lot of time doing that. I spend a lot of time in my own head because I don't know. It's just how I am. I'm fucking neurotic. I think a lot. Spend a lot of time in quiet contemplation, and that's why I like being in rural areas more. Oh, come on. I want to get this shit cleared out. I'm kind of burnt out on the desert, and I'm ready to go to the jungle. But I'm greedy and like such a completionist. Like, I've got to get all the fossils out of here. and I need to clear this map out the rest of the way. I need to before I move on to the jungle. Of course, I'm not talking about clearing out every single block, but every block within 4 spaces of another block, practically. I want to see in all the little areas and make sure I'm not missing any more fossils. Because that shit is dope. That shit is so much money. So much gold. I haven't actually sold anything. I need to check on selling those ores and stuff to the vendors or NPCs. See what kind of bank they're actually worth. Because I think we've got more than we'd ever build with at this point. So no need in holding on to them, and we could use money. I wasted so much freaking gold trying to re-roll a yo-yo because I wanted to use a yo-yo, but to validate the use I had to get one of the yo-yos that we'd found and re-roll it into, you know, some stats that were good, and that didn't happen. I wasted 70 gold, and that yo-yo I never got a stat roll on it that was worth a shit. Totally just wasted all that gold. And as you can see, I'm still using a sword, not a yo-yo. It did not pan out at all. We didn't get jack we wanted out of that. Do I need to go through there? See some ore right there. Is that worth digging over to? I think if there was anything in there, I'd be able to see. Well, maybe not. Let's tunnel in just a little bit and see. Just to make sure we're not missing anything. What are you doing, slime? Why are you way over here? Silly slime. Yeah, there's not much. There's nothing going on here, but as you can see, that tunnel goes all the way through there. So just to kind of complete this out and get it even, let's tunnel over to that. And oh, there's a little bit more ore. Okay. This is kind of worth. Well, not really. Wasn't actually worth doing, but whatever. Now we know. Now we cleared that spot in the map, and we don't have to look at it as area to fill in anymore. Oh, those freaking centipede things, man. They drive me crazy. Just a little bit of ore. Just a little bit more ore. Alright, let's put a torch in here and tunnel down to here. And open up this area. Look at that antlion. He wants me hard. He wants it bad. Let's give it to him. X gonna give it to you. Oh, there's 2 of them. Isn't that cute? Alright, we'll drop a torch here. Don't see anything here. Oh, there were a couple of pots. We got a night owl potion. Oh, would you die? Those freaking centipedes, man. Are those cobwebs? Oh, yeah, those are just cobwebs. Alright, let's drop a torch in here. And do we want to go? Damn it. I didn't mean to drop 3 more torches. Well, there's a big open hole. Let's clear that one out. There you go. Have some of that. That's a nice big open hole for us to open up and clear out. Put a torch. Oh, there's a good chunk of ore. Is that copper? I believe it is. It is copper. I'll take it. It's not as good as fossils, but it's not bad. It's not bad indeed. Alright, so let's see if we have anything else worth investigating this way. Doesn't look like it. We're not seeing anything new. Don't see any fossils. There's another hole for us to open up, so let's do that. There's probably a pot in there with maybe a potion in it. So we'll drop a torch here. And we're gonna go down into this hole. Oh, I'm just dropping torches everywhere. Just dropping torches everywhere. And I want to get if I get in trouble for playing just some music, just starting up a YouTube channel and listening to some music while we're doing this. Is that gonna get me in trouble? It'll get me flagged on YouTube, which sucks. But I'm also not monetized on YouTube yet, so fuck it. If that's all they're gonna do and they're happy with that, then I'm happy with it. I'm not getting any ad revenue, so I mean, I don't guess I give a shit if they do. But I don't know if Twitch has the same kind of policy on that sort of thing. And I don't feel like looking right now. Oh, we found a body of water. Oh, we haven't put a torch down in forever. Oh, I can't put a torch down because... Okay, there we go. What the frick? Oh, it's another centipede bastard. Oh shit, there's a shit ton of water here. Let's get some air. Why are there 2 torches there already? Have I already been through here? Oh, this is a lot of water. Did not expect this. And we got some slimes in here. That's a large body of water. And I can't put torches in the background here, so I have to find something to set a torch on. That'll do. Let's kill these guys so I don't have to worry about them pathing over to me eventually. Oh, you're a big fella. Well, that's weird. How come there's all this water here? There's also torches. I must have just kept going, and that was when I realized I didn't reach the end of the desert biome there. That's all I can figure out. But let's see if we can't get rid of some more of this water. Well, that didn't do it. Let's put a torch up here. Alright, we're trying to get this water to route into here. It's not really going anywhere though. And that fills up to right there, and that fills up to right there. Go away, water! Alright, this will fill up that little area. I assume, right? How are we getting rid of this water? Bastard, get him away. How are we gonna get rid of this water? Probably going down through that way, maybe. Let's get us a breath of fresh air. Oh my god, the water just keeps going, huh? It's not good. That's no good. Let me put a torch up here so I can see into this hole. Huh. I guess going... Hey, there's a pot. Oh, that's a long way. That might not work out. Oh, come on, and there's sand block. Oh shit, need some air. I need you to get the fuck out of my way, sand block. Okay, ouch. Is that a fossil vein? Kinda looks... Oh, it's mud. see those fossil veins a lot and think they're mud. I mean, other way around. See the mud and think it's fossils. And they get sorely disappointed when it's not. I'm literally just trying to route this fucking water somewhere else. And as you can see, it's not going great. I mean, we're getting down there, but God, it's taking forever. I'll put a torch up in here. There we go. Alright. Need you to get the F out of here, sand block. I want to drown all these guys. Wait, do bombs work in water? It's kind of working. Let's just throw a handful of them down there and see what happens. Oh shit, that actually might be a problem now. Ah, we're through finally. There goes all that water. Where's it going? All the way down to there, huh? Awesome. Alright, we got rid of it. I need to... I want that water to continue going, but I don't want to fall down this hole. So... later, I mean. Alright, let's hollow this out and get the rest of that water going then. You know what I'm saying? Let's get all that water out of here. Let's do it. Water go bye-bye. Green tea's awesome. I've got really addicted to this freaking Arizona green tea. Like, it's awesome hot or cold. Like in the mornings, I'll just throw a cup of it in the microwave and drink it hot. The rest of the time, I keep it in the fridge and I'll put some ice cubes in it and drink it cold. And it's awesome both ways. It's legit. Oh yeah, we're getting rid of all this water now. That's fantastic. Now we can put some torches up and we can... Wait, do we even want to work? We don't even want to work on this chunk because that's actually not part of the desert. We're actually over into... I don't think it's the jungle, but it might be. It might be jungle. Actually, I think it is jungle. So we kind of got overzealous. We went a little far that way because we haven't cleared out all of our desert biome yet. We still got some pretty large chunks we need to investigate. Not too many, but a few. There's nothing in this block. Okay. So, where's our next big block that we want to check on? Right here. Oh, you're another waterlogged area. Oh, let's kill this fella. So let's burrow straight over and then down, and that'll empty that water out of there. And that'll work just fine. More sand block. And need a couple more torches. Again, that's mud block, not fossil. Really hard to tell them apart. It is for me anyway. Every time I see like little mud block areas, I get super excited. But I don't actually know what the mud block's for. It's kind of hard to find, or you don't see a whole lot of it, so I feel like it might have, like it might be really useful for something. But I don't know what. I haven't seen anything that asked me for mud blocks, so I don't know what it would be useful for. But nevertheless, it seems like it might be. But I don't know for sure, so I never collect them really. I just knock the ones that are in my way out. Because I don't know any better. I don't know what they're for. Alright, we got this little area cleared out. And oh my goodness, lots of bad guys. Lots of them. Can you guys jump up here? Are you going to try to make my life difficult? I know you are. Alright, I guess everybody else just chill for a few minutes. I'm going to hollow this out, just open that cavern up and get to that jar. And I see some ore over there that's really tempting, but not tempting enough for me to worry about yet. Let's knock this out here. So making that jump a little easier next time. This chunk's nothing worth fucking with. We've already cleared out enough to see there's nothing there. So let's go. That chunk looks lucrative. Freaking bugs, man. That looks like that's worth investigating. This large chunk. Might not be, but we will see. And I'm just going to burrow straight down through the middle of it. See if we come across anything useful. And it's got another cave in it. Or cavity. What did we decide we were going to call those? Cavities? I think so. Alright, so there's another cavity filled in. Or hollowed out, or whatever. And we'll pop a torch in here. That doesn't look like it's worth investigating. That chunk doesn't look worth investigating. That's too narrow to be housing anything. That, maybe, but that's kind of like this one. It's probably just big enough to have a little cave in it. I want to say this chunk next. Or this chunk. Probably this chunk would make more sense. So let's, quickest way to do that I think is going to be to warp back to the house, then slime hop over to this hole, jump down and go straight over that way. So that's what we'll do. Gonna magic mirror back to the house. We're gonna mount up. We're going to select our umbrella and we're gonna walk back over. This has got to be the best way to travel, man. It's just got to be. Slime hopping is the shit. Nothing fucks with you. It's a fun little ride. It's perfect. So we're going... Wait, where was that chunk in relation to us? Alright, we need to go down I need to kill this guy. And we need some more torches in this joint. Alright, so let's go down. And over. And we'll kill all these guys. So many freaking bugs. This biome always reminds me of the movie Tremors. You guys remember that movie? Kevin Bacon? Big giant alien monster worm things. It was awesome. If you've never seen it, highly recommend it. I mean, it's very kind of like monster movie silly, but it's also really good. It's your old B movie-ish, I guess, maybe. But it's actually got a pretty decent cast, including Kevin Bacon himself. The Kevin Bacon. And it's got weird monsters in it. So, I mean, really, what else do you need? Let's see, I went ahead and blocked us off there because I don't want to kill these guys. I'm not worried about it. I just want them to stop hitting me while I mine. Because I just found another chunk of fossils. Yes, I did. And we're going to mine the shit out of them. Mining the shit out of some fossils. Mining the shit out of some fossils. Mining the shit out of these fossils. 'Cause it's awesome. And they give us ore. And they give us gems. And they give us money. And it's awesome. And sometimes you get a baby dinosaur. Yeah. Oh, that was a good little chunk of fossils. That felt good. That seemed validated. Seemed like you validated our little... Oh, we gotta get everything. We gotta clear out all the little areas. Seems like it kind of validated a little bit. I had to jump down here all the way to jump down here to pick up that fossil that we missed. That fell to the earth. Oh, there's another one. And there's another one. Get them all, guys. Seriously, get all of them. Each one of those blocks is going to turn into an ore. Or some money. Or a gemstone. I mean, you can't beat that. Oh, is this sandstone? Sand block, I mean? It is sand block. Dogs! Lord have mercy. Puppies are so exhausting. So exhausting. I like old dogs. Well, not sorry, old, but like the ages from like 4 to 8, 10-ish, depending on, you know, the longevity of the dog. That's the fucking sweet spot, man. That's when having a dog is awesome. They're laid back, they've got used to things, they know what the fuck to chew up and what not to. Like, you've built a good relationship with them. They listen. They're laid back. They don't bug you unless they need something. That's the sweet spot, man. That 6 years or so, depending on how old the dog lives to be. Basically from 4 on. That's the best. Those are the best dogs, man. Those are the best. Alright, well... Oh, I need to go down. I think I see... Is that some more fossil chunks there? A couple that we missed? Looks like it. So we gotta have them. Gotta get them. Oh yeah, that's what that was. Desert fossils. Desert fossils. I think we've done a pretty good job clearing this chunk out. Drop a couple of torches. It seems a little dimly lit. What I want to do is burrow down to here, which is going to plop us on this platform, and we can start working this big chunk. Or I'm just going to drop fucking torches everywhere. Damn it. Alright, there we go. Yep. We're just a digging and a digging and a digging. And a digging and a digging. And a digging and a digging and a digging. And a digging. And a digging. Ha 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 ha. Actually, I think I may cut the stream for a little while. I feel like we've been streaming for a while now. So I may cut the stream and walk these dogs a little bit, see if I can get them to chill the F out. And then we'll start up again. There's about to be an antline massacre. I'm gonna fuck all these bitches up. Yo. Get some. Oh, that's gonna take forever. There we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Up here, guys. You can do it. There's some more. Come on. Oh, you need me to clear that block out for you? There you go. Are you guys fucking retarded? Come on. Oh. Okay, there we go. Surely. Nope. Okay, that did it. Hey, I know there's a couple more of over there. Come on. Let's go. Face your death. Come on, boys. Let's not make this any harder than it needs to be. That goes for you guys too. Alright, so this is the block we want to start digging into and clearing out. So we're gonna start a nice big open path through it. Are you gonna start shit? Are you gonna start shit? Alright, so we got that opened up. Oh, that's cool. This has got another big open cave in it. I always like to see that. I mean, I'd rather see a giant pile of fossils, but at least we don't have to dig out all this area. We'll drop a torch here. We'll drop a torch over here. We'll bust this pot. Hey, we got some more torches. Always welcome. And I want to wall in right here. Like a this. Alright, so now we're good to go. Nothing's going to come in here and bother us. And we could just chill here for a few. And I can go walk and feed the dogs. And check the stream, probably fuck with the mic settings again, because I'm sure they're still probably not right. And take a little break. Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, actually, I might snap into a Slim Jim. I think I've got some Slim Jims. I think I may actually do that. And I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me chew, so I'll do that before we start the stream back up. Or I may start the stream up and just mute. I don't know. I'm also going to turn some music on and turn the game music off. I'm feeling like some old country, I think. Like some of the Hanks Senior, Hank Senior, Hank Junior. Some Waylon Jennings, maybe. Probably. Little George Jones, maybe. Some Johnny Cash. Some Merle Haggard, perhaps. I don't know, man. I'm so back and forth on Merle. I love Merle, but he's a little abrasive, I think. Like, he definitely... I'm not saying the guy's, like, racist or anything, but he's definitely kind of nationalist and bordering on racist, I think. And he's, like, kind of, like, real anti-hippie movement-ish kind of stuff. Like, he's kind of redneck. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Like, you got country and then you got redneck, and Merle Haggard, I think, is more redneck than the other country stars from that era, like 60s, 70s, and 80s, like outlaw country stuff that I like to listen to. I think Merle's probably the most, I don't know, controversial of all of them. He's very proud. He's a proud man. He's very proud of his country. Which, okay, whatever. But like I said, when it starts to verge on kind of xenophobic nationalism stuff, which it tends to, well, I'm not going to say tends to. I don't even want to say that, which it sometimes does in his music. Like, that's where he loses me. Like, I can't get behind that. And it's awkward for me because I like him. Like, I read his biography. I grew up listening to his music. I like the music. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a different generation, and I hate it when people use that excuse. And I'm not. It's not an excuse so much as just kind of an explanation. Kind of, that's why he is how he is. If he even deserves an explanation for it, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. Merle's a tough one for me. Tough one for me to reconcile my differences with. And I mean, I don't know that there's really any need to. Like, I just listen to somebody else. But I mean, stuff like Mama Tried, it's like one of the greatest country songs ever written. I mean, he's a great country musician. It's just that whole, like, weird xenophobic nationalism thing. It's just, it gets to be a little too much, man. Like I said, I mean, I don't think he's racist. I think he's very nationalist, which kind of lends itself to racism. Because if somebody's, if you're xenophobic, if somebody's different than you, it usually has a lot to do with race and religion. as much as anything else. Oh, we got a strange plant. Choo-chooing. I mean, right? I mean, does that make sense? Do you guys agree with me? Disagree on the whole nationalism thing? And is Merle bad? Is Merle a bad person? Is he too nationalist and too like closed-minded for modern society? Like for me to enjoy and not feel bad about, or for me to really, I mean, just for me to enjoy? Is he too? Is it too much? Is he too much of that for me to support? I think it's a tough call. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not for some of you. I mean, for most of you, most likely. But for me, it kind of is, just because, like I said, it's what I grew up listening to. Like, I really love that old outlaw country stuff. I'm just not down with any part of it that's, like, extremist or nationalist or racist in any way. That's just not, that's not cool. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm bitching about now. The point is, probably won't listen to any Merle Haggard while we're streaming. Because I definitely don't want to be associated with any sort of xenophobic nationalism kind of stuff at all. I mean, shit, I'm trying to move to Vancouver. I mean, it's obvious I'm not any sort of a nationalist. I'm not xenophobic in any way at all. I mean, one of the things that attracts me to immigrating to Canada is the fact that it's so multicultural. I don't remember where I was reading about it, but I mean, the way it was put was, to me, was when it came to immigration and, you know, people of different cultures moving to Canada, Canada, well, the U.S. takes a melting pot approach, which is basically, you know, this is everybody's scene. Like, you can be whoever you want to be here, but we want to appropriate it into our culture. Like, the things you like about your culture, we want to appropriate and, like, add to the melting pot. You know what I mean? And make it part of America. While Canada takes a multicultural approach. And basically, a lot of it has to do with the language barriers. Canada, they don't so much expect you to learn their language. They're okay with you being whoever you are and keeping all of your national traditions, etc. And just doing you. As long as you're, you know, not hurting anybody else and you're adding to the community, if you're enriching the community, if you're working a job, if you're working that bottom line, if you're paying your mortgage, if you're, you know, paying taxes and doing your part as a member, then they kind of want you to stay as close to, like, involved in your nationality as you can. Like, they celebrate the diversity. Like, they want to experience it. Like, Canada seems much more open to a multicultural experience. They want it to be open, like, and everybody to get along and be different. While it seems more, the American approach is more, how do we make it American? Like, instead of, I don't know, like in language, like instead of speaking your native tongue and just barely speaking, like, say, English, in America, we more kind of expect you to, like, celebrate your customs and traditions, but do that by adding them to your Americanism. Like, they want you to be American first and your culture second. And kind of not, I don't fucking know. I don't know how to put it. It's just there's a difference. There's a different way. There's a different way in treating the melting pot concept versus the multicultural concept. And I think they've produced Canada's approach and our approach have produced two very different societies because of that mentality. And I, for my personal preferences, I like the idea of the multicultural system better than the melting pot system. I think it's more fair. I think it's more genuine than a melting pot scenario. And so I don't know, man. It's part of the reason that I like Canada and want to go there. So anyway, that's why I have issues listening to Merle Haggard. To loop it back around to the actual topic. And I've just, I have completely just kept digging. I said I was going to cut stream and check the audio settings. And start some music and snap into a Slim Jim. And then I totally forgot. I started running my mouth about fucking Merle Haggard. And didn't do any of those things. I just realized something. This isn't even desert. Wait, yeah, it's got to be because there's sand block I'm digging up. It's just we're on the very edge of it though. Alright, let's dig a hole into... Frickin'... Okay, let's dig a hole into this block. Yeah. And we'll split it and make sure there's nothing that we want on inside here. But I'm just going to dig a hole for myself first and just wall myself in behind it so nothing can kill me or get to me while I am walking the dog and finding some music to play and doing all that fun stuff. So we're going to dig a hole, and you're going to fall down here. Why didn't you fall down here? There you go. Alright, now let's just put, not the umbrella. Oh, almost mirrored out again. That would have sucked. Alright, we're going to go throw a wall up here. I'm just going to stick a torch in the corner so I'm not sitting in the dark. And we're going to cut stream here. And I'm going to go make another cup of coffee. Feed and walk the dogs. Snap into a Slim Jim. And then we'll get back to clearing out the desert biome. Or we might play some Overwatch. I don't know, I'm undecided. Played some Overwatch earlier today. Really enjoyed it. I really like Overwatch. And if you haven't heard the big news, Doomfist is now available on the PTR. I know all the rumors said that Solomon or... I don't know, some monkey. I think he's named after one of the monkeys from Planet of the Apes. This was supposed to be the next hero unleashed. Or released. Unleashed. Well, I guess he's unleashed, but I mean, that was silly. It was supposed to be this monkey that was a support. That was the popular rumor. And then, bam, out of nowhere, Doomfist drops on the PTR today. And he looks OP as shit. I mean, he looks really awesome. His talent tree looks just completely insanely OP. I highly recommend checking out some videos on him and just logging in the PTR. I mean, your queue is going to be insane if you go into the PTR and try to quick match and play Doomfist. That's going to be a bitch just because everybody's like, holy shit, Doomfist, I want to play with him. I know Mr. Fruit has got a really good little intro video on Doomfist, like where you can watch him play him on the PTR. and he's super excited about the whole time, and it's fucking hilarious. Highly recommend checking that out. Matter of fact, that'd be a good thing to do while I am walking the dogs and shit. So you guys go do that, and I'll be back in a few, and we'll play something else.